I'm not reaching for no gun, bro. Step out. Can I move my phone?
Yeah, that's crazy.
All right, welcome back to another video of Overreacting. No book of, but I go by the name of Eli. As always, we got Jew with us.
What it do, what it do? It's your boy Jew, and we out here overreacting for you. More content, more clips. And yo, we first take news business in this bitch, you heard?
Listen, this next video was sent over to us by you guys, the viewers, and it deals with Bud Crawford, man. He was arrested last night, whenever y'all seen the video.
Yeah.
He was arrested recently.
We had to get to the studio instantly, you heard?
We like O'Shea in this motherfucker.
Yo.
Like, we just wake up out of our sleep and just come to the street. Yo, so anyway, we're going to play the video. We're going to come back and give our thoughts on it.
Stepping out, seatbelt.
Step out.
I'm opening the door.
You can take
I'm
mine
opening
off
the door.
of me right here on my right. I'm keeping my fucking hands up.
I'm not reaching for no gun, bro.
Step out.
Can I move my phone?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's the video. Just to give some context to what happened, it says basically there was an encounter between him and a police officer during a parade, or I think it was a parade to celebrate his his victory, and it was also his birthday festivities and stuff like that. And then he was pulled over by the authorities, and then obviously the video happened. What's your thoughts on everything that occurred? Just
man, hopefully, everything's, I know, we're reacting to this like in real time, and I'm hoping that he gets home safely, and things don't escalate to, because I'm not sure where he's from, but maybe like Arkansas or something like that. But
this is Omaha, down
Omaha, yeah, Omaha. So like, I don't want to make this a color thing, but it is somewhat that comes to mind. You see, he had to scream out that he doesn't have a weapon, and a lot of black men in power are in danger and at risk for losing their lives because the system of the blue collar dudes, white men that's cops, KKK, or any other racial group or organization, they want to tell you that they still have power. They want you to know and see that they have power. And hey, I could be wrong. You know what I'm saying? I hope that I'm wrong. I pray that I'm wrong. But in certain situations, I've been hearing Bud talk a lot about, investing into, where he live, and, he's good over there. I've seen him on Shannon Sharp. I've seen him talk about a lot of things different, like, yeah, he the man where he at, you know what I'm saying? And usually when, I don't think this things would have happened to him when he was in the sense of under the radar. But the fact that he is, who knows, they might be pointing the finger at him. They could probably not know who he is in the whole totality, but I highly doubt that. But it's dangerous out there, and I just tell men like him that's successful, to try to move right and make sure you got everything good, man.
This is always a constant reminder, because it reminds me of even Ryan Coogler, director that produced Creed and Black Panther, Sinners. He was in a situation similar to this where he got pulled over, and it just is a reminder that no matter how successful or famous you are,
he was in a bank. And he got they thought he was trying to rob the bank.
Yeah, it was something like that. Yeah. And so it doesn't matter how successful or famous you are. When we all get pulled over, we all just black at the end of the day. Like, you know what I mean? This was a traffic stop and he was held at gunpoint at a traffic stop, and he's telling, I don't have a weapon. He's cooperating, and he's still being held with a gun to his face. So like I said, unfortunately, it's a really humbling moment that every black man has to experience. No matter what level of success you have, you are still being, at the the mercy of the power structures that be, whether it's law enforcement, whether it's government or whatever the case is. And I'm glad
it could be a regular old ass Karen
or Jonathan or whoever the male version of the Karens are.
Yeah.
So again, it is a very dangerous situation. It's a scary situation. I don't think no black man has ever been pulled over and not been afraid of their lives, unfortunately. And that is just the system that we live in, the country that we live in, where every encounter is a heart-pounding situation, even if most of the time we don't have nothing to hide. But it's just the fact that the history in this country, and you never know how the encounter was going to go, how they might frame the encounter. All they got to say is you try to reach for a weapon or whatever the case is, turn off their dash cam. Conveniently, they didn't turn on, you know what I mean? So, or vest cam or what, body cam. So yeah, I'm glad that he, made it home safe.
Hoping and praying. I don't know if they took him in.
I know that the mayor said that the mayor have responded to it and he put out a statement. So the mayors are aware of the situation, and
got you.
I'm not sure how they're going to handle it moving forward. But again, this is somebody who is representing your city to the highest level. The guy's a world champion. He's helping. He's doing things to actively involve the community, help out with the community. He shouldn't be getting treated like this, obviously, and especially during a night where the city was celebrating him. It's something like
but
this.
But that's how the mobs moves. Like, that's why I think it's something more bigger than, you got to know that they celebrating him. Like, you don't just the mob will pull you over, and the police sometimes can be looked at as a mob, the color blue and what they stand for. You get what I'm saying?
The biggest gang in America, like one of the biggest gangs outside of the government.
The one, because they got the government behind them if shit get too crazy. So I mean, you're right.
Yeah, man. Anyway, man, let us know y'all thoughts in the comments. Did y'all see the situation? Obviously, we played the video. What's y'all thoughts on the situation?
Have you experienced anything similar?
Yeah, let us know y'all thoughts in the comments, man. Be sure to like and subscribe. We drop new content here every single day. Join the Patreon, man. We just did an episode with the ladies. Join the Patreon to get early access to all of our videos, exclusive content over there. Cop the merch, man. Dailyrapupcrew.co. And we see you guys on the next one.
Yes, sir.